everybody. We're doing our show on The Veil Between Worlds.
Is this a peanut-free show?
I've been set up.
No. Oh, yeah, you got your chips there. We're talking about dimensions and portals and time slips and all cool stuff.
And every time
Other realms.
the word time slip is mentioned, I will be singing the Rocky Horror
Wait, I'll
Picture
hold
Show
this back.
songs
And
in my head.
stargates and black holes.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Stargates.
The white holes.
Stargates.
The white holes.
It's got to come out somewhere.
And white holes. that's right.
Stargates. I like Stargates. That was a great
By the way,
series.
we're among the realms.
We are.
Who
And we're
are we?
eating
Well,
chips.
we just start talking.
Among the
the
realms.
Yes. Talking about the realms.
I'm talking about chips.
Chips and afros and
I like
Yeah, we gave
like
Mark
my
hair
hair.
tonight.
This
'cause
is-
he missed our Halloween episode.
And I also missed hair. This is like
That's your new do.
I run my hand through it. I'm like, oh, I have hair. Then I see myself a picture. I'm like, no, I don't. It's very sad.
Nope. You're
It's
hairless.
like I'm looking into a portal.
The thing about portals, though, which is really cool, is that scientifically they've proven the existence of portals. Scientifically, we're those people who need that,
Yeah.
yeah.
you
Need
know.
proof.
And
Just gotta
Well, we
figure
have
out
to
how create
explain what a
them now.
portal is.
A portal?
it's a
Yes.
magnetic open. It's a magnetic open and closing. It's like a wormhole, like mini wormholes. Like the country is covered with thousands of portals that
Yeah.
open and close at any given time.
It's
Some
where
of
the
them say-
veil is super thin, and you
yeah.
can get into another realm or dimension.
but for a brief,
really cool. Yep.
time. You don't want to be in there too long.
No.
I think.
I like time traveling.
Yeah, time traveling. It's
That's a big wormhole.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, getting into a wormhole, you're stopping time for the most part when you're passing through.
Alternate universe.
Oh yeah.
And then when you get to the other side, it's like the speed of light is a measure of distance, right? So, like, if you travel at the speed of light to, like, something 1,000,000 miles away and come back, it'll be like an hour or two for us. But for the rest of the world, it'll be millions of years.
Oh yeah. It'll be completely.
So weird. It's like any star that's 65 million years away from us, if they had a telescope, they can just start seeing the dinosaurs getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Because the time hasn't gotten there yet.
See, they look.
Unless we use a portal, we can get there in 2 seconds.
It's instantaneous.
It's there to speed
yeah.
of thought, right?
What's the word for that when it's the quantum field?
Entanglement?
Entanglement. Quantum
Yeah.
entanglement. That's it. Yes.
Science.
Science.
That's as far as I got with that.
Well, Stephen Hawking doesn't believe that we can travel through. Well, he didn't. He's not.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know where he
Like
is right now.
physically, right? We can't travel through.
But a lot of other people disagreed with him.
Yeah.
So he would, he's not he doesn't have the final word.
No, not until we start proving it,
I
right?
bet he found out the hard way if he was right or wrong upon his deathbed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, look at that!
Well,
I was right.
Yeah.
And they say when people go through these portals, they travel through realms of existence, which could be a different planet, a different
Vibration altogether.
vibration
Yeah.
altogether.
Higher realm with like
Different
astral
plane.
beings.
You know what? Can I have a piece
Yeah.
of paper for a second?
Oh, you get a
We're
full
gonna-
time space.
But I,
No, we're gonna do an example.
Let's do a visual example of how,
We're gonna
because
do-
it's really hard to like.
visual
I
example
think
of how
that's
this
the
works.
thing too with the paranormal with science, because you can't always have that tangible piece of evidence, that will match up with the paranormal part. And I mean, that's why we do EVPs and things like that and try to get footage even when we're, doing our investigations
Yeah.
to prove that there is,
Yeah.
there are spirits from other realms, around us,
Well,
You ready?
yeah, and once you've done it, you can't not. You
Yeah,
can't,
once you're in it all the time.
you can't go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you. Yeah.
Once you've done it, it's like
You can't make that stuff
So
up.
Yeah.
to explain portals for the people at home going, what the F are they talking about? Quantum theory, quantum this. All right. Each of these pieces of paper is going to
And those
represent
chips.
not the chips yet, is going to represent a plane of
Of
existence.
existence. A one-dimensional plane
Now
of
you s-
existence.
Okay, I can do two, but it's easier with the paper. So imagine them all these planes existing at the same time.
right.
They're all going about their wonderful little worlds. But in these points, if I
Oh my God! What are you?
poke a hole
Through time
He's gonna,
space.
he's gonna
through
go,
What
these
are you
planes,
using to make that hole? Oh,
my potato chip, as it travels through, is now existing on all of those
Yes,
planes
there
At the
is.
at
same
the exact
time.
same. Well, hold on.
now
This
it's in
this piece
pieces.
goes.
Well, there's a little
This
piece of you in
the
each
potato
plane
chip
now.
will literally go through and exist as it goes through the hole. All these planes lined up in all the planes at all the times at the same time
Yep.
at once.
Parallel
which-
universe.
Exactly. And that is essentially how a portal works.
And
And,
they-
like you talk about folding
Yeah.
space
Well,
and time.
that's what they were explaining us. Those fancy science guys,
Mm-hmm.
the guys that are super duper smart. They're like, it's if Earth is a fabric, and we're in the fabric of space, you can technically take that fabric and fold it in
Yep.
half,
Right.
and that would create the portal that we instantaneously
Yeah.
travel
So
through.
the-
Yeah.
There is a difference, though. When we talk about a wormhole, it's an existence of the same point, or 2 points at the exact same place from farther away. So, like I said, when you take that paper and you fold it, that hole is those 2 points together. When you have the multiple planes of existence,
Yeah.
now that portal is what brings you
Yeah.
into that multiple planes all at the same time. And so, like I said, I can see you through my portal. Here's your plane of existence. Everyone can take their plane of existence.
Everyone happy.
And yeah, so
So what's your plane of existence?
there's mine. And then if we all just feel the grease from that potato chip, that is evidence of us going through that plane of existence there. But essentially that's it. So
Yep.
it's literally just a hole.
And time is relative, so time is going to
Yeah.
stop.
Mine has got eyelashes.
You got I
And-
like that.
And it's also us knowing that there are other realms and planes. So if there is a portal, how do you
There i-
prove the portal's there, right?
They
so
explain each
when
other.
the veil is super thin, which is those areas, there's certain areas in homes
So there-
or in different places
Yeah.
or in different
Yeah.
worlds and different countries and things like that. And when the veil is super thin, you're able to get into or communicate or reach those other realms. So for those who work in the spirit world,
Yes.
that's basically certain areas that you could be around where you're like, oh, it's easier. The vibration is higher, the thinner, and we can reach.
Well-
We can communicate with whatever's there, or that can come in and out.
And that's not physical, because we were just talking about a physical plane of existence. What you do as a medium is your consciousness is piercing this veil.
But that's what we all have to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about vibration and frequency.
It's all about your consciousness.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I was listening to a guy talk. He says you have to think about where you're going, or you won't get back. You know, you have to understand.
Interesting.
You know, so because somebody asked him if there was a Stargate, would you walk through it? He said, it depends on how I'm feeling at the moment
Yeah.
and how I think I can get back.
Yeah.
You know, and he said if I am sure of where I'm at in my consciousness, then I would do it.
Mhm.
And I thought that was an interesting answer.
Yeah.
For
It's
that
very.
kind of
And you can make, there have been people who try to close portals or make portals
Yeah. So
bigger.
how can we
and
interact with
well,
portals?
because there was a time where obviously we've talked about this on previous shows, where once you're doing something where you have a place where you're always doing spiritual work or mediumship
Yeah.
and stuff, they start to grow. And there was a certain section that happened to be in an area where there was a lot of iron ore and things like that. And there was a part of the building where the room that was there it was a much thinner area where a lot of spirits could come in and out. And I used to have people who would be part of the stores or practitioners, and they would be saying, like, every time I'm in there, I'm trying to close it a little more and a little more.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, no, don't close it. Because when they
That's where
were
the money
working
comes from.
sometimes in it would be harder for them to separate. Because random ones would just be coming in and out and
Well,
things like that.
it made
So-
for great classes.
no,
Oh,
no, and
yeah.
it was also
Yeah.
And
our
stories.
go-to,
Yeah.
our go-to place when we did do like little mini,
Can that act?
ghost hunts and things like that.
If you're like the old portal room in the old room, if you are doing any kind of like spirit work or psychic work or anything, if you get closer to a portal, can that affect your vibration and how you communicate, or could it raise your vibration?
Well,
like a
what
cry-
it
like a
does
crystal?
is it's already an
open
area
channel.
or a space that is thinner and a quicker, I'll say, connection
Okay.
to
Yeah.
the other side. But it also means that whatever's on that side at that moment and where that portal leads to is able to come in and out too. So like it really just depends on where is it. you know, and that's why there's a lot of people where they're like, oh, I always go to this area, like even on a trip or something.
So to touch on that, we talked about minerals and stuff and things, just vibrations, energy. So you could have pockets of minerals in certain areas that would allow these portals, or even not allow it, just would
They manifest
possibly
or they start
manifest.
to grow, yeah.
Or you talked about actually
walk into
thinning of the veil. They can actually thin that veil out. Maybe that energy is displacing whatever it is that's keeping things apart.
Yeah.
So, in theory, please do not do this at home. Can you manipulate your area with crystals, minerals,
Yeah.
and
Absolutely, which we
create?
did. We in
Like going
that,
into like a
in,
crystal
Don't
cave.
do this at home.
in that room in particular, we had a lot of mirrors in
Yep.
there.
Oh, yeah.
And but like we did a lot of work in there, a lot of mediumship, a lot of spiritual work, and so constantly kept it active and going and things like that. And you know,
We got
so-
a lot of EVPs
Oh,
in there that
absolutely.
were amazing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's interesting because now you think of things used during rituals.
Mm-hmm.
And now we think of these, okay, they're just grabbing it, but no, these actually had some sort of effect
if
on
we-
the environment here.
If we do a ritual, the four of us, we can raise the vibration enough in this room right here to create a portal. Correct?
Can create a portal to winning lottery
Well,
tickets.
yeah.
I'm not even a lot. I
listen,
just want to win for life or two.
When we tell people to, like, you know, pick an area or space that they want as their, like, we'll say, like, put out your little crystal, you know, shrine, and you know, make the vibration like super high and relaxed and calm. So like a lot of people will have their plants and their crystals and maybe their little you know, the little, you know, water
little,
fountain
yeah.
or whatever it is. Maybe they have their quiet music.
Yeah.
It's, you know, zen-y and
They're happy
calming.
places.
If you can notice the difference right there, you're making it so that the energy there is a higher vibration. You're almost making that into its own little where it's going to make a portal.
Yep.
So you have an easier connection to speaking to your loved ones or whatever it is you're using it for, connecting in if it's somebody who's, you know, working on more on their intuition and things like that. And we all have a little area that we usually have where we do that stuff. But you know, when you have a place like a store or a metaphysical shop or something like that, or again an area in your home or something where you're always doing it in those are the areas where you're going to be able to, you know, communicate with things. And you know what, like we say, we're focusing an intent on certain things, so
Yeah.
you know what you're bringing in, so you want to make sure you're doing that all right.
But that particular shop had some bad intent around you
Oh well, yeah,
Oh,
because it was a
yeah.
strip mall,
because
Yeah.
because there was
you can't-
apartments.
You can't control that energy. You know,
No.
and there were apartments above.
Apartments above, people living and residing. You have
And you had the quarry right across the
Quarry,
street. All
yes.
those
And
And there were
limestone
other
everywhere.
there were
Yeah.
other
Yep.
businesses
That's
where
what was very
people
cool.
were walking in and out of, and everybody has stuff going on, and
Yeah.
energy is being absorbed, you know,
Right.
and you know, and then you had our little shop in the middle.
Oh, but that
Right in the
was you know what? I will always cherish the time we spent at that.
Yeah.
little
I
shop.
love just walking in, like the smell from you'd have like I would just smell
Yeah.
the sage that you've burned.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And just the layers of it. It's like a seasoned pan. Like the walls must have been seasoned with
Imagine
years.
if everywhere you walked felt like that.
Yeah.
If everybody
Just all
was
high.
in
You
the
know what?
same
I
mood.
haven't
It's
cleaned.
called
I haven't-
Disneyland.
I haven't
Yeah.
cleaned up my bedroom in a long time. I've got to set up my little area again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also you wanna have the good energy in there,
Oh, yeah.
and like no, we tend to, like even when we do an investigation, when we're walking around, we can say, oh wait a second, there's like feels like there's a portal over here, or even outside on the grounds. I mean,
This place
you
is
know,
scary.
You can feel the air shift around you.
yeah,
The pressure shift.
Yeah.
It's a pressure shift, all right?
Mm-hmm.
More than
the
the more than-
energy difference.
When
Yeah.
your ears pop and stuff. Ooh, Mufasa.
Well, and I think it also goes with like when we were talking about time travel and stuff like that. You know, when you see the TV shows where they jump into like the little wormhole,
Yep.
and then like
Yeah.
which time am I, like Quantum Leap?
Oh, I
which
love
one am
that
I
show.
gonna?
Yep.
Which one am I gonna be shot out
Right.
on? You know.
And he never knew, and it was like he couldn't get back.
Yeah, and then you had to figure out, wait, where am I? You know, so like, but that's like, you know, obviously even when shows are doing it, it's how do you prove with a tangible piece of evidence that there are different dimensions, and the only way you can do that for us, it's like if somebody's talking to somebody, I know that's there because how could somebody not? You know, how could they know?
Can
right?
I-
How can they know that information?
Can I blow your minds with a time travel theory or question?
Sure.
Oh, this is going to be for you. So, if I time travel, and we'll say that this line is the timeline right here that I'm going, I go back. I still exist on this original timeline.
Yes.
So, by me going back, did I just create a whole new parallel universe?
Either you created it or you're tapping into what's already there because you were already there before you moved.
So so I'm already on this line. I've existed on this line. Well, different than the butterfly, because the butterfly effect, it all existed on the same timeline. They
chain
went
reaction.
back, and whatever they changed was
changed-
different when they came back.
Yes, that's what I mean.
But the thing
if
is,
you
though,
go back, you're just visiting. Are you?
if I go back and I make changes,
You'll change that
when you're
timeline.
gonna-
that timeline, not the one that I was in. So hence it's a
technically,
new one.
right now I'm on one timeline. Now I'm on another timeline.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
logically it doesn't make like what are you talking about?
Yeah,
but
but-
it is.
They said it was like a tree with branches,
Yeah.
with millions of
Yeah.
little branches. Each one's a
But I mean,
It's happening right now.
I can
already.
create one like I can literally just lean over, let one fly, and wipe all you guys out.
Yeah.
And on that timeline, you guys be pissed at me, or I can sit here and go, "Oh boy," and you guys are happy with me.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah.
See?
Then all we're gonna see is that hair sitting there
Hey, it's kimchi time, baby.
because you're gonna be out in your truck.
Oh, I know. But we was thinking about that, and then
Yeah.
bringing that back into multiple
Colin.
existences now. I mean, there's points where maybe the timeline isn't straight as they weave in between, and those points where they weave
There's
in
layers.
could be also a part where portals come.
I'm seeing a lot more and more that people are accepting the fact that time isn't just linear. It's not
Yes.
just left or right.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for it
It's
to go
up, down,
back.
left. It's everywhere all the time at once.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I ever heard the past, present, and the future is happening all at the same time. It's just something that, well, what movie is that from?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think there's more things happening
like-
that aren't explainable.
So
Yeah.
Like
explain
with,
that.
the,
So
with that.
past,
Wait.
present, future, all happening at the same time. So how does that work?
It's there.
It's there.
Not sure how it works
Oh,
exactly.
Give me the math.
yeah, right.
Yeah, somebody
Well-
can give you the math, but we can't.
Yeah, we're not
okay, I'll have to,
scientists.
I'm gonna have
we
to
just
figure this out.
we just have
Well,
the knowing.
if the multiverse theory is real, that means everything is always happening infinitely at the same time.
Right.
So, like,
Yeah.
technically, what I did yesterday is already happened 2 days ago.
Evil Spock.
You know?
yeah, there's more than one of us.
Yeah, it's also like dual consciousness. People have talked about I've also heard from some people that subscribe to the idea that our soul isn't just on this incarnation right now.
Yeah.
There can be a split of a few different parts. It might not be true, but that's
It is.
also running in the idea of splitting.
Yeah.
If everything is happening all at once, or is our consciousness
Well, there's
just
different planes
is-
in the other
you know,
realms.
when they say
why
everything
wouldn't
is
they
us,
be here?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they say everything is within us, we are everything, then it's already in us individually. And if we all close our eyes, we all go to the same place, right? So we are all the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, we are the collective consciousness.
Yeah, we're
of the
just
universe.
separated by these individual egos and bodies
Yeah.
and personalities.
But we're
and
really
everything
just one.
else.
I want to be Locutus
Lucretius.
from the board. Star Trek. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Oh my God!
All
Hand in
over
your
the
nerd
place.
card.
Yeah.
I think you hold all the nerd cards.
I hold a lot of nerd cards.
Yeah.
But
So,
Fine.
can I tell my little portal story?
yeah, I want to hear
yeah,
it.
sure.
So it was at Trinity Metaphysical Center, and we were doing a meditation of some kind, and I'm laying on the floor, back toward the portal room, and I open my eyes, and there's a circle that opens up in front of me, and this man is looking at me through this
Oh,
circle.
cool. Very cool.
And he's got a plastic helmet on his head, and he's in a some kind of a medical operating room. And I see all these other people in this room with these sort of plastic helmets on their head, or maybe that's the shape of their head. I don't know. But and he looks at, and his eyes are all black. They're all black, and he turns over and he looks at me, and I can see at that moment he sees me.
He notices you noticing
He
him.
sees me.
So you were there at that moment with that entity who was like, wait, she can see me?
You caught
Yes.
DARPA being a bunch
That
of
kind of
perverts
thing?
and looking
Yes,
at you.
and boy, was that
They're not
scary.
used to us. So
Yeah.
they're usually perceiving us all the time. They're just not used to us noticing them,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
So I remember when I came out, I think I was probably white as a sheet when I came out. Yeah.
Wow.
Because that was just the one that I'll never forget that as long as I live, you know?
Yeah.
That was the strangest thing I'd ever seen. But it was real.
Yeah, of course it was.
It was real.
It's like-
it wasn't my imagination, it wasn't anything.
No, because, you didn't manifest that thought.
This
it was waiting for you.
Yeah,
we should
we were
coin
doing
this
an
as the
exercise.
fishbowl theory.
Yeah.
The
And-
fishbowl
and-
The
theory.
fishbowl theory.
And it was not the fishbowl theory.
No, we're going to make it a fishbowl theory. No, I'm saying though that if we are living inside a fishbowl, this is what we know. This is all it is. We have no idea to see what's on the outside. We have no idea who's
Oh
looking
yeah, I
in.
understand.
Look at the fish that you have. It
But-
has no idea you're looking
But
at
your
you.
awareness is very important, you
Yeah.
know, and you got to be aware.
I think that somewhere inside of us we recognize this stuff, and it's not as foreign as we think it is. It's just that the ego takes over and convinces us and puts logic onto it and like turns us a different way, you know.
I'm ready for everything.
But like that
Yeah.
sounds, you know. But speaking of portals, also, when somebody is doing what you did or going into like a session for time travel or remote viewing or something, and they see the light in their third eye and it gets bigger, and then you can see that's a portal. No,
Right.
Technically, is that something that you're viewing through like a looking glass? Or are you traveling into the portal of whatever's
Well, I
happening?
think
I
it
think it's-
depends on what technique or it is that you're
yeah, you call it
focusing
what
on.
you wish. I mean,
Are
it's
you
just
somebody
something that like,
astraling? Are you somebody who's actually, tuning into and touching into the other realm? That whatever it is that you're working, because sometimes people don't even know it is a portal.
Well, they came to
You
me,
know?
it was like it thinned it out enough
Yeah.
to open it up.
and
right?
it was at night,
yeah.
right? So the veil was a
No,
little bit thinner.
it was in the daytime.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But I always meditate with the blanket over my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like that. But
Vibration, everything is
Frequency, vibration.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have a little brain waves. We can raise them and lower them based on our moods and our days and whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if we're in this dimension and we're going about
Number
our
3.
business and we're able to poke into things, why wouldn't there be another dimension where they can?
Is
do
the
it?
is the water another dimension? Are you ripping fish out of that dimension when you go fishing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's not
that-
the
the-
fourth dimension.
The
but
water,
it's-
that water is its own fishbowl.
that fish
Well,
has no like. What is a sky?
so
up
that's
there?
almost saying is that conscious of your surrounding it as being a dimension.
Yeah.
But if you think of it though, that's all that they know.
It's like Plato's
So
cave.
that's it. You have everything existing on this one piece of paper. And that's all they know on this piece of paper.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's fold the paper. It's still the same stuff, but now this side's a little bit different,
Oh,
and this
there's
side's a
more.
little bit different. Oh, there's more. This is all you know. For them, that could be something
Yeah.
completely different, something
Yeah.
new. I have no idea this even happened.
Like the dark side of the moon.
If you have exactly, I mean, if you have grown up knowing only the, I'm trying to think of how to explain this. I don't want to say metaphysical, but only the spiritual reasoning for anything and everything.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then somebody comes in and says, "No, there's science behind this.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we have lightning.
We can show you why this is like this.
It's the gods. Like no, there is ions that get charged in particles in the air. And when
Yeah.
they come down, they correct.
It's like a
and
solar flare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But to that person, that whole new learning is a whole new dimension.
Yeah, and you got to make sure you can accept it.
And again, this is where I get to talk about the fishbowl. Like you only know what's in that fishbowl.
Yeah, totally.
You could have a bunch of fish bowls on the shelf.
Yeah.
And each one of those
not
fish
even
has
know
its
it.
own
Yeah.
little area.
That's what the multiverse theory looks
Yeah.
like, a bunch of bubbles in
Yep.
space time.
Which is like
I like that they're
sometimes
all
really
infinite.
deep for people.
You can
'cause
go
they
to
don't
this
always
one.
That's why I said
understand that.
fishbowl.
Yeah.
Everybody
It's
knows
a perfect,
fishbowl.
yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, Dana had her fishbowl, and in thinking,
Yeah.
cleared that glass up
And if you
enough
kept
to see
meditating,
the next fishbowl
Yep.
looking at you.
and you
Yeah.
kept going in, and you can quiet more, raise your vibration more, keep going in, just there's more. It's probably way more. It's probably a bunch of them around there. Maybe that's just an interpretation. Maybe that being wasn't scary or bad at all. Maybe the black eyes were a representation of something, or maybe it was real.
It could be.
Well, they were working on. They were medical people. I could tell that.
All right, so think of
And-
this.
Interesting.
And-
Maybe abductee.
But
case.
and he was. I think he was as surprised to see me as I was to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah.
so let's think about this. So the mind will create things, and so you're seeing something that you can't in another dimension that you can't comprehend. The mind's telling you this is what it could be, and this is very well what it could have been.
Yeah.
But this is how you're perceiving them. It could have been
And your
just like
brain's
another.
attaching of what this could be.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, somebody can look at me and say he's got a dark helmet on because they can't perceive me with hair at all. But
getting used to it.
it's this, and so what's cool about that is you're making that dimension part of you.
Yeah.
Like you're making it so you can understand it, and that's
You're
what's
manifesting
awesome.
your own reality.
Yes, I
Well,
like
that's
that.
the big part of being able to have a more relaxed energy, so that when you do things like that,
You don't cry
that
for
there
pants?
is no.
Yeah.
I would.
We don't try to overanalyze it or figure it out. We're
Yeah.
just in it.
Just let it happen.
Let me
Yeah.
let me
Amazing.
just be in this and let me see what it is and where it goes, as opposed to our human side is always
That's
like, oh
the
my
thing.
god,
Yeah.
what
The
is
human
that? What is
side.
it? Like we're
Like-
trying to figure it out, and
Just let
there's
it
some
happen.
things you just can't figure out. You just gotta
No.
you roll.
It
with
kind of explains like we if we all close our eyes and meditate, and let's just say we're tapping into this realm, but there's a being there, and like we can talk about it. It's really cool. But when you close your eyes and you get there, like all of a sudden it's like
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
just talk about it. You know,
Yeah.
we just knew we knew where we were going. We knew there's these spirits here, but when we
Yep.
get there, it scares the shit out of us. Still,
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
the
Well, also
the
when we
primal
see it, what
thing
if-
going on back there.
like if we're talking about something and then all of a sudden one day when we're not expecting it, we actually see something and then disappear. It's there and then it's
Yeah.
gone.
Right.
Even though we do this work, it's just like, and sometimes we do start our story with, I don't know if you're gonna believe this, but
yeah,
because like when we can't always explain why it happened or what we saw, we just know we did.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a question for
I
Dana
saw, wait,
too.
I saw one thing is like that I was watching. They said a person saw a Bigfoot come out of a interdimensional portal.
Okay.
That's what they talk
Yeah.
about with
Yeah.
like
They coming out, and it was like because we talked about that last week
Yeah,
about that's we think that's where they're going back and forth.
So this one is for Dana because I want to expand upon this.
Okay.
So being that you had this experience, how would you train yourself to have it again? So like we talk because Jack, you touched this too, like making I don't want to say first contact, but making contact with something on another piece of paper. We're gonna talk. So like I said, when you saw it, and this was what would you say to somebody to practice doing? And Jack, you touched on it too a little bit. I want to hear because you had this experience there.
You know what? You have to be in a meditative state of mind, and you have to just let go of everything. You have to not plan anything. You can't
no
force it.
expectations.
No expectations, and you just let it go. And if you get in the right space, I mean, if you relax enough and you're surrounded by if you're surrounded by other people, that helps a lot too. I think
Yeah,
that
collective energy if
So
it's high.
Yeah.
that answers my next
It
question.
does.
is-
It does
is
works
fear.
both ways.
Yeah.
But my
Sure.
next question is fear, though, and you touched on that a little bit. If you're surrounded by other people, you have the support of the other people.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say about fear? How would you? I want to use the word condition, but how would you train yourself to not be afraid for this amazing thing of making
Repetition.
contact with something?
Well, I didn't run away. I stayed there and,
Yeah.
and
There you
watched
go.
him.
just
I-
in it.
because I was so shocked.
Yeah,
I'm
repetition.
more
It's like
shocked than fear.
Okay.
It's
You
like-
also have to know you're in control.
Yeah,
When fear is in there, it's because we're feeling out of control of
Right.
the situation, and then there isn't a confidence that we can handle it.
That's
right?
what Robert
So-
Monroe, like they
'cause
say,
it's
he's
the
like
unknown.
the father of astral projection, out of body experiences. He's like, I was able to pop out of body, but I didn't have the balls to go a few feet for
Yeah.
like 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
year, whatever he said. I forgot exactly.
But if you can't
But
get
he's
back.
like, after about 100 projections, I was able to actually, okay, let's see what else is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because we still have the same frame of mind and consciousness. We're still us. You still are the same person you are with this body. Once you,
Baby steps.
little by little, it's like practicing, repetition, like anything else. I mean, the first time you start talking to spirits, how much easier is it now? They've been doing it for 20 plus years versus when you first started trying. Like, you could probably see them, but how to hone in on them, how to call them in, how to sustain the vibration, so they
How to make them go away.
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
stuff.
How to
'em.
understand.
Yeah, how to push them
How
away
to
at the
disconnect.
pizzeria
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they're talking to you when you're in line.
I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
We were in the
talking
city
about that,
like
yeah.
10 years ago. We were at a pizzeria and you were like getting like there's so many in this
Oh
basement
my God, we were
pizzeria.
in New York
Yeah.
City. Yeah.
It was like this little like skinny hallway. You go down these stairs and it was like the energy was
Oh
intense.
my God. It
Dead
was
mafia guys
I
running
remember
around.
Yeah,
walking in
yeah,
there and
they were
going,
all
"Oh my
over.
God, I never had that experience before." It was just like
yeah.
smothering, and once they know you can
You're like, yo, this,
see them
this-
or talk
she
to
can-
them, then
she can hear us.
everybody. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
I was sharing something like that the other day with somebody when I told them that I went to the Titanic exhibit, and then I
Sweet.
went there and I was cursing Jackie out And I'm like, you taught me this crap, and I'm just feeling sick, and I'm just feeling dread and sorrow and all this fear, and I'm feeling cold. And my wife's looking at me. It's like, what's wrong? I'm like, you don't want to. She goes,
What isn't wrong?
she's like, what did you eat? And she's like, what is it?
She's
I'm
trying
like,
to find the human reason.
yeah, she's
for
really,
it.
yeah,
there it is.
Scientific
yeah.
reason.
What did you eat at some Dirty Water hot dog cart 10 minutes ago that's making you go through this? But yeah.
It was the empath in you.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep, your sensitivity to the energy.
And it happens when you least expect it.
Oh.
You're not thinking
Yeah.
about it, and then all of a sudden,
I wasn't thinking it was going to happen. So now if I go to the Titanium, I need to bubble up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, what do you guys? What are your opinions on the time slips and things?
And nothing
Are
can
we
never be the
tapping
same.
into like a Mandela effect kind of glitch, like type of thing? Not really the Mandela effect, but time slip as in deja vu, kind of.
Time slip, as in you're missing piece. Like
Oh,
there are
missing
people
time,
who
sure.
who
Oh, yes.
like I heard a story from someone where they went camping and they just ran, half the group stayed and the other half went to go get go get snacks at the store at the bottom of the campground. And when that group got back, they were like, what was going on? There were cop cars. The other group was getting in their car to leave. And they're like, what are you doing? And they're like, we thought something happened to you or that you got in a car accident. You've been gone for hours. And they're like, we've been gone for less than an hour. And they're like, no, you've been gone for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Yep.
like
Time
a
dilation.
UFO
Time
experience.
dilation.
Yep.
That's driving
people
down
talk
Clinton
about
Road.
that when they're
Yeah.
when they feel like they've been exactly
Abducted.
when a UFO. They're like, oh my God, I lost an hour or whatever. But yeah,
But
those
when
are
you're
like
in that higher
there's bits
dimensional
of time
space,
missing.
there is no time. Time is just here with us.
Yeah, we made time.
We made it.
I
Time
saw-
is rare.
I saw a map that showed hundreds of little pieces of little colored bars showing where people have gone missing, and they ended up over here on the other side of
Oh,
the country.
yeah.
Oh, I heard of a skier that happened to once.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw
Yeah.
that
Yep.
story?
That's-
Very
that's the-
famous story.
Very
So-
famous story, yeah.
So
Or did they go through a portal?
That
and
was
end
that
up
could
on
be
the
a
other
portal.
end?
He
Well,
was
yeah.
skiing
So-
down the
all
mountain and
together.
shoom, he's gone.
This
He's in
is-
California.
this is what I'm thinking of with this. Again, for everyone watching, see the wires in front of Jackie. 2 different wires. We have the pigtail wire and we have the straight wire. Now you see how they intertwine. Imagine that as 2 separate realities. Now, if we're existing in separate realities, as these go together, what if at this point your consciousness is drawn to the other one because, well, that's where you are. It thinks that's where I'm supposed to be. Literally, you are just an autopilot because your being is over there.
Yeah.
Comes back again. Oh, here we go. Just kind of drifts back into where it should be without even realizing that it
Yeah.
left.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
what if,
that's an idea.
What if it's intermingled with both?
Well, yeah.
You're here driving down that mountain to go to the store.
And other me.
And then all of a sudden, the veil's super thin right here.
Yeah.
What about if they were walking into the store? They just, or right
You just
outside of
slipped
it,
out, yeah.
they slipped in, went into the store. It's the same store,
Yeah.
but it's a different
Yeah.
kind of.
Well-
they didn't know any different.
It's like a little kid
And then
when
they
it thinks.
they came back out and popped right back out.
How many times when we were little kids, we were walking with our parents, and next thing you know, we think that person's our parent. We gravitate towards them. Our parents are like, where the hell did you go? I'm like, I was with you the whole time. Like, no, you weren't. You were some Armenian
It's
guy.
like Kevin McAllister got lost.
Yeah, see?
That's what?
That's how, Home Alone. That's how he got lost. He was following the wrong dad in the airport.
Lightning McQueen. Look at Lightning McQueen. He thought he was following Mac, and it was a Peterbilt. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's wow. So is it? But because they think there's so many of these little portals, or that people just inadvertently walk into them.
Maybe
yeah.
every time we try to meditate on the lottery numbers, we do get it right every time, just not in the right timeline.
Okay, so for other me existing in timeline 7, 13, and 36, I
Yeah.
want you to manifest me some Win for Life tickets.
Hey, isn't that what was that guy's name on Back to the Future when or I think it was the second one, right? He popped into got the all the numbers and popped back
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, oh, Biff. Yeah, he got
Biff,
he got
that's
the,
it.
You know
he
what's
got-
really funny?
got
I
the
heard of a
sports thing.
story of somebody was telling a story about a guru in India, and he said that he tried going to the future incarnate, like he tried meditating, leaving his body, and going into his next incarnation, so he can will all of his fortune to that person.
Nice.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a nice way to get a head start.
Is it
on things.
possible? Maybe.
That is not a bad idea for a business.
I
mean-
yeah,
So, okay, so
future funds.
future funds. Oh, I like this. Okay, so here's the plan for everyone listening. when you die, you're going to leave us your fortune. We will hold it for you in escrow, with a holding fee,
a 2%
of course,
holding
with a
fee.
2%
Yeah.
holding. And then when your next go through when this life is found, we'll just turn it over.
Interesting.
Alrighty
These are
then.
some mind-boggling questions.
Dana, is this a good idea, or are you going to hit me with something?
I didn't even get it.
How does is there a veil in a how is
Have you ever been driving though, and all of a sudden you're like,
I drive all the time.
think about that. Have you ever been driving and then all of a sudden you go, oh shit, where? I don't remember passing
Yes.
so and so, or how did I get here so
Yeah.
fast, or like, and then you're like, wait a minute, I wasn't doing anything while I was driving.
That happens at
and I'm
least
not talking about
Yeah.
daydreaming
half the
when you're
times I
driving.
drive on Clinton Road.
That yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's exactly this long. How long it should take? I'll put on a CD because you lose service there, and go through. And I'm like, wait, where did those songs go?
maybe the strength of the portal? I don't know. This might not be anything, but maybe depending on how big or intense the portal is, depends on how much time you can lose, how much intensity the dilation is. It's like with that, and in what is it? In the movie, when it wasn't Inception. It was the other one. I forgot the name of it. When they left the planet and they had to go down, and for every 4 hours on that planet.
Oh,
it was
I
like
know what you're
30
talking about.
years.
Yeah, the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew
Yeah, they took the Lincoln car that he was
every
driving.
second, every click in the background, every second of the
Yep.
clock was 1 day on Earth.
And they
Wait,
stayed.
wasn't that Inception? That
No,
wasn't Inception?
no. This
Why am I
was
not-
this was the space movie about time
I
travel.
can't believe I don't.
Where they were, he had to go
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Oh,
That's
Interstellar. That's what I'm
Yep.
thinking,
Yeah.
not Inception.
So
Yep.
the one guy
Inter-
had to stay back and orbit the planet.
Yep, he was there for like
Yeah, yeah.
40 years
because
or something.
this is gravity, the force of gravity, the intensity of the
Yeah.
gravity is
Yep.
the reason why time was so screwed up.
Yep.
And
And then his children were way older than him
Yep.
when he came
yeah,
back.
his children, his daughter was 90, dying in a bed when he was in his 30s.
Yeah, I remember that.
His daughter, it's crazy.
They came back and he was only like we were only should have been gone. He goes, you were gone for like 40 years.
yeah.
Like you stayed there this whole time.
The one astronaut in the ISS years ago had a twin brother who was
Yep.
here, the Kelly brothers. After he got home, after about almost a year in space, technically he was like 2 minutes younger.
Yep.
Because of this, he was going 20,000 miles an hour.
You mean the Arizona senator?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I'm-
him. Yeah, Scott Kelly.
I met one of them.
He did?
He was a SUNY Maritime graduate.
No,
He's-
I didn't know
come-
that.
yeah, he was
That's
big-
cool.
he was big at coming to school, yeah.
Astronauts come from those
Yep.
places.
A lot of things, but yeah, but it is shown like even just with watches.
Yeah,
They would
the
come down
watches, the atomic
and
watches.
they'll send it up and it'll come down and that watch will be like a tenth of a second. It'd be only up for like 3-4 months, but it would be something measurable behind actual
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, it had to do with gravity,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is very interesting.
Tough stuff.
Very tough stuff.
It's not easy to think about. It took me years to like grasp the
deep-
Well,
idea
even-
of what this is.
Do you remember the movie Contact with Jodie Foster?
Oh
Yes.
my God! That's
Okay.
Great movie.
So
Great movie.
Before that, the old guy finally passed away. You know, the one who had the great line, why have, first rule of government spending, why buy one when you can have two at twice the price?
Yes. Yes.
sure.
Well, he went up into space at the very end of his life to prolong things, to slow everything down.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how does the cold interfere? Because if you slow down time with the cold temperature too, you can slow the time down. You know?
With cold temperature.
Yeah. If you start if it's like freezing meat, it stops the decay. It stops it from. If you freeze something, it stops it in
Well,
time.
it stops the process of the decay,
The physical
the
process.
physical process. So, yeah, I mean, that meat is still
Like
existing.
Walt
at the
Disney
same
ain't
time.
coming back. He ain't
He ain't
waking
coming
up.
back. But I know you're talking about it. So if you're
know what I'm
talking about,
saying?
but if you're talking about freezing a steak, that steak stays the same age. You're just
Yeah.
you're just preventing all the bacteria and everything
Yeah,
that's
but
inside
sometimes
it
you
from
thaw it
going.
out and it's all gross and,
Well, that's because of
and
freezer burn.
leather looking.
But
That's freezer burn.
that's
Yeah.
why people
Yeah.
are doing these freezing tanks, these ice
Yeah.
baths,
Yeah.
because it prolongs your life and it makes your skin better and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
If you can stand it.
Yeah.
Make things shrink
Aquaphor.
a dink. I don't want that. There's no way, man. I don't want the shrinky dinks going on.
Shrinky dinks.
The shrinky dink with the cold.
He was in the pool.
Oh God, just spare me.
Shrinky dinks.
George Costanza.
Yeah.
What's the other parts? Nublets?
they,
They
go
turn
up.
into nerds.
They go there. The shrinky dinks and the nerds. Yeah. Walnuts turn into acorns.
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 Well, they need to go littler if you're saying they're shrinky dinks.
Well, it's
they
cold.
go like pea size because peas are starting
Peas
to,
are small.
Be small.
and they're starting to get puckered.
If it gets out of pea size, oh my god, that's a lot of compression right there.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
Big
my
Bang all
God.
over again.
I think we just broke Dana.
Okay, so what about the
Dana's tired of that.
so what about the military? They say because we always think the military is doing more than they actually are doing.
Oh,
Right?
they're always doing more than
Yeah.
they're actually doing. You look at the technology that we have today, and yeah, to say that they don't have some crazy stuff right now. I mean,
You think people at the highest level aren't thinking like this, and with all the money they have, they aren't making some serious
Well,
moves?
they've done the time. They've done the time. What do you call it? Not time travel. The remote viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
They've been doing
That's-
that for years.
Yes.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
why not this other
So
stuff
that's-
too?
there's so much amazing
you
proof
know,
in that.
Teleportation
Yeah.
and travel through the portals.
Yeah.
You know, because of I think that I think it's out in that mountain in Colorado, someplace
Well,
like
if there's
that.
any people listening that have some info on that,
I would love to know. Yes.
If
we
people
would
have
like to have
info,
some comments.
Yeah.
Are
Give
you
us some
trying to get them
insight
shot?
into it.
Yeah.
No,
they're going to
we gotta-
disappear.
No, they don't have to use their. I mean, I said insight into it. I didn't say give us directions. With
We're looking
for the
latitude and
janitor.
longitude.
I want to
Yeah.
go see Stephen Greer. I'm sorry, out in Sedona, Arizona.
Yeah.
I want to do one of his.
That'd be
things.
fun.
That would be really.
Do some UFO hunting.
I like what Dana said though about certain topics like creating portals. I mean, look at the logistics of that. If I can move something from A to B with minimal amount of resources,
Right.
why not?
Why
oh
not?
my God, yeah, I can be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
That's
You could
cool.
be in 3 different places,
If you
3
can
different
physically
meetings.
teleport, you can
Yeah.
physically teleport to. Well, you can't go to Neptune. It rains diamonds on Neptune. You know, you
Yeah.
can go to a planet and extract gold and extract all these insane rare metals.
Well, they said if you go into these portals, that your body chemistry can only stand so long or it disintegrates.
Oh, this is just a
Yeah,
meat bag.
probably,
That's
yeah.
all.
You know,
It's like going into space. It's one of the reasons why we can't even do deep space travel yet, because once you leave the Kuiper Belt area, it's just radiation and radiation and our
There
bodies
was-
can't handle it.
you can't. They can't block the radiation.
No, not even
for that
close.
long period of time.
Even-
It's
You're
temporary.
also talking about physical, by the way.
Yeah.
For anybody
This is
listening.
just
You're
the
talking about
physical
physically
body,
going
yeah.
into
Right.
portals,
Yeah.
So-
not like
consciously, it's
not spiritually
There's no
or-
limits.
Consciously.
There's no
Yeah.
limits.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it's called, but astronauts will actually experience this when they close their eyes. They'll see pricks of light,
Oh, is that right?
but it's not something from the mind. It's actually particles going through everything, through them, and that is what kills you slowly. So there was a movie about that where they were doing deep space travel, and they took a human consciousness and they put it into a robot. And the study of the movie, or the theory, the basis of the movie, was the fact that okay, we can do this. We can put consciousness in the robot, and it will live forever. But can that consciousness take it?
yeah.
So,
You know,
what's-
it's like-
so what movie was that?
I forget the name of it. It's on Netflix. It was
Yeah.
on Netflix, but the whole idea was, okay, we could do this. This is a simple process, but
Yeah.
can the human mind or the human soul take living forever?
Yeah.
That's a lot of information to keep with yourself in the process. I mean, there's got to be a point where it's like, I'm done. But if there's no way out,
I don't think I know enough to be able to even tackle that.
Well, the
question.
soul jumps
Yeah.
in and out of
No.
bodies.
yeah.
Yeah, so, body. Yeah,
But I mean,
they're actually called jumpers.
But this is a soul that is literally physically trapped inside this contraption because that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And like, so
Well,
will that
wait,
person? Will that?
is that an inanimate contraption you're
Yeah,
talking about?
it's like an android, it's a
No,
robot.
you know that doesn't make
That's
sense.
a different.
Yeah,
That's
a whole thing. But that's what we're talking about, the space
Yeah,
travel
that's like
and stuff.
Ghostbusters with the
they're
trapping
harnessing
their-
The
yeah.
Twinkie?
harnessing the- yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
your
You mean a
consciousness.
Twinkie, right?
Yeah, it's your consciousness.
It's
though.
the consciousness
Because
is
your
trapped in.
consciousness can just
Yeah, yeah.
right out of that.
So
Well-
that would be something physical trying to harness the non-physical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this was done, like I said, the concept of this was done for the fact that, okay, the body's going to be frail. It's going, and if we have a body that doesn't need oxygen, doesn't need all these things, we can make ships completely different. The whole idea of space travel is different.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a body that lives forever, the concept of time is not there.
Yeah.
But
There-
will
yeah.
that consciousness that they put in be able to take that? And that was the
Was
premise
that a
of
movie? You
It was a
said?
movie, yeah.
Oh, because
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
Because that's going way out of the.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Out
would.
of
I
the
think
realm of things.
I think the consciousness would say, "Okay, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
Yeah.
go out and
It's like people who think they can get trapped outside their body when they have.
Yeah,
an
or if the body
out-of-body
gets moved or
experience.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's always
like,
there's a cord.
yeah.
So they're not. I think it's people just knowing they're not gonna
I mean,
that
it-
stuck out there.
Well, it's
If
like
that
it's
was
an
the
etherical
case-
cord,
Well, I
right?
know
It's
where
not a
that
physical
way.
cord where
No,
you can
no,
like it's an ethereal. It's like this is our headquarters, planet Earth.
yeah.
I mean,
Wherever we go, we will always come back here until the physical body fails. For some reason, we are literally attached to this physical, this third
Yeah.
eye, whatever it is.
if that was the case, like, if that you had to go back to that exact same spot, somebody down the road would have taken that person, moved them, and put a watermelon back.
yeah,
Like, you are now a watermelon.
hell yeah.
Oh man.
Well, look, I don't want to be near you when I do that.
Why not? I'll get a basket of strawberries or something. That'll be
You'll
fun.
switch,
With me.
yeah, like Freaky Friday.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
Oh, no.
interesting. Now,
You let me know because
See the,
now we're
the look
getting.
of
Can you
horror on her
imagine?
face?
the day that happens,
Taking a dump.
oh my no yeah. Well, I would totally if that was.
Like, I don't want any niblet talk.
Yeah, but then though, I would definitely like just right before it happened, just pound a bottle of magnesium citrate. Like,
Yeah, it's a fucking little
let's switch in 2
sex
days.
lax, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
What does that make you do?
Well, did you ever get a
Oh, dear Lord.
colonoscopy?
Yeah.
The prep.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
the-
Yes, you're
yeah.
right.
You ain't gonna do anything. So you're not gonna be screwing around with this body for the next day or two. You're stuck. Oh. So I think we've got it down to a
Yeah,
good time.
I'm sure we
That
confused
is like
everybody.
with this topic. That's like
That
an
was
intro.
We had a lot of fun too.
You can go
Yeah.
for days
Oh, this,
talking
it
about
can
that.
go into all different avenues too.
Man.
Like,
I-
you can
I
go
liked
down
it.
a
I
lot
mean,
of portals.
We
and
barely even
wormholes
talked
with
about
that.
our own frequency and how we can meet those frequencies.
So
you
now we
know?
got
can
we
go
got topics
forever.
for weeks. But I did enjoy Dana's story. Of,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
a
an
cool one.
awesome
Yeah,
story.
that's a
Thank
good
you
like
for
classic
And
looking
it's a
glass
cool
story.
experience too.
It was. I'll never forget it as long as I live. It's
Yeah.
one of those things that like a certain dream will stay with you forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that and a bunch of things. In
Makes
here.
you wonder why there, why that being, why that situation, why the operating
It was
table.
high because it was a higher
Maybe next
energy,
time, like if you decide to try it again,
place.
when you get to that quiet state of like the nothingness, when you are
Yeah.
everything, focus on that being. Maybe you'll go to it.
That's
Maybe
cool.
you'll
I will try
manifest
that.
him if
Yeah.
you want to. You know.
Yeah.
No,
If-
no, I
you
would
know,
love
because
to.
like
yeah.
usually like you'll get like an intuitive feeling with it if it feels bad or is it just the human fear that made
it
me
was
scared?
it was just it.
You know?
It was just so clean and
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
That's cool.
And
Very nice.
pristine and
Antiseptic.
And it was, you knew it wasn't
No, but the
anything
antiseptic,
that
yeah,
had to
clean.
do with this plane.
no, and I didn't see any blood. And
No.
I didn't see them working on
Yeah.
people, but it just really felt like a
cool.
research center.
I also think
Yeah.
you connected when you looked
Maybe you were
each
looking
other
at you.
straight in the
Dialed
eye.
into DARPA.
You were almost
DARPA.
telepathically connecting, saying, "Wait a second,
Yes.
neither one of us belong where we're
Because this being
seeing
was
each
like,
other."
what is this person doing here? I'm doing surgery in 5 minutes.
And the initial, oh my God, she can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it I can see her?
But in that being's reality, it's normal for him to just go, "Oh, a being."
Well, maybe
You
not.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I maybe not.
not from the
not.
way she's saying he
Yeah,
looked
Yeah,
at
I
her.
wonder
I
how
think-
he perceived it.
How
he,
can she
did
see
he have
me?
a quick
Yeah,
vision?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he quickly go like, "What is that?"
Or were you
Did he
there?
He looked.
Yeah.
He looked. He just.
Were you
looked,
there in front of him?
Yes.
I mean, were you literally? Did you hop from your piece of paper to his piece of paper
No,
and be like,
no.
No, she was
No,
What do
I-
you think he
She
saw?
was looking
Yeah.
through it.
What do you
was
think he
looking-
saw? Did he
looking through
see?
the
Because
looking glass.
you didn't go there as a physical Dana.
No,
Your
we
consciousness
were,
went
I was.
there.
I was looking.
Did he
through
see
the-
light?
I was
Naked.
looking through the circle. It was a circle. I was looking through the
Yeah.
circle.
I wonder what he saw though.
But he
Naked
saw
you.
me. He saw
He
me.
saw
oh, he saw naked
So
Dana
he saw
energy.
the actual
like it.
physical Dana.
He saw me. I mean, there was not a.
It's just such a. It's just so cool. Those questions are endless.
I know.
Yes.
He saw me.
Because as humans, we want to know.
And I saw him. And I'm not, and it was like, I said, how can this happen?
I'm watching you.
And I don't even,
Yeah.
and I knew he wasn't from this plane.
Yeah.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
all.
You know?
No. Yeah.
Bunch
That's the cool
of
stuff.
pervy aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple probes.
Yep.
You know.
Probe ready. Let's do this.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
On that note,
Bye, everyone.
bye bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Bye, everybody.
Like, hit that button or that.